Buddhism is an ancient Indian religion which arose in and around the ancient kingdom of Magad and is based on the teachings of Gautam Buddha. To give young scholars a deeper understanding of India's Buddhist heritage, the Indian Council for Cultural Relations organized the Buddha Bhoomi Vandana Yatra, a cultural and educational program. It gave participants the chance to explore important Buddhist locations and discover the rich legacy and customs of Buddhism in India. As part of the Buddha Bhoomi Vandan Yatra organized by ICCR from October 25,
So I really wanted this program to be continued for a long time, enabling our other young generation.
Hindu and Buddhism is not quite different from Cambodia.
Understand the historical Buddha, we follow the footsteps of the Buddha.
So what I see in this journey, so only India is a land where all religions get together in all over the world. I hear
So, Sun, please tell us about what brings you here to India and what was your experience?
Actually, it's my second time visit to India. First one was back then, like 13 years ago, when I was a 12 years old kid. My mother sent here because she was a yoga teacher and wanted me to experience some kind of Indian cultural experience. Yes. At that time, I really enjoyed staying in India. It was kind of really historically very great country, and it has also a lot of cultural heritages as well. In my second time, I was really being honored to be here as a government invitation student. Yeah, so I pretty much enjoyed this time and entire journey with help of the government and ICCR members, and with all the participants here. I really do enjoy staying here. Yeah.
So, like, what were the sentiments when you visited those places? How you felt?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what to say, but I can say that it was pretty much mesmerizing. Being in accordance with traces of Buddha, especially. It was my first time visit in Patna and Sarnath and Bodh Gaya. When I had a meditation session with all the monks and venerables here, with all the delegates, we all together, they were chanting and having a great time there. So, yeah, it gave me decentness and happiness as well.
These people, these monks, and even students, some are from 23 nations, they came here and they stayed here for 10 days and visited various places. So, what experiences did they share with you and how they felt, and if they spoke to you about it?
so first of all, when we met first, they're very happy to meet each other from various country, and after that we went so many places as Buddhist site and Hindu temples. So they felt very happy because from their country, their religion from India, and there's so many monks and students. They are first time to India, and they felt very happy to see the land of Buddha. Actually, they wanted to come so many years before, and somehow the dreams and their dreams come true. So they're very happy. They feel very happy, and they share experience. They feel that India is country like a land of religions, and it's a land of all religion can stay together. Not only birth of religion, even some religions come from outside to India. So the India is land preserve all these religions. So they feel like that. Some monks, their seniors, they came before and they told that India like this, and they wanted to come here and want to see themselves. So what their seniors told them, it's a real. So they feel like that.
We are really blessed for being able to join in this Buddha Bhoomi Vandana Yatra program organized by ICCR and IBC in relation with the Indian government. So, as Sri Lankan monks, 4 of us participated in this event. Myself I'm Dharma Vijaya Thero from Umandava Monastery, and I would like to say this has been a really good opportunity for all of us to witness the Buddhist pilgrims. Many places we visited in this short period of time. We got to know that, especially in Nagarjuna Konda, there was Sinhala Mahavihara, the ruins we saw. And in Ajanta caves, we saw the glory and the carvings and the expressions, the freedom of the architecture that Buddhism has taught for the people in those days, right? And the philosophical evolvement, the philosophy that Buddhism gave the freedom to think in various ways for the facts of Buddhism, right? So those are the remains that we visited, but we have to go into the future and we have to reorganize the Buddhist culture and Buddhist people and give them the hope that you can be rich, you can be enlightened, both things together. Without enlightenment, you cannot become rich. Without being in the path of richness, you cannot become enlightened. Right? Buddhist cannot be a poor person. Buddhist is enlightened and a Buddhist is a wealthy person. Gautam Buddha, Prince Siddhartha, was a king, right? He is not a poor person. He's a king. So Buddhists are not down. They have to be up there. उन लोगों को सूरज की तरह रोशन होना चाहिए.
There are 11 country delegates we have visited in this journey. This is not about only journey. We learned those 11 countries' cultures. That is a special moment for our life because as a Sri Lankan Buddhist monk, we don't have such as a chance because 11 country mean there are 11 cultures. Especially we learned about Indian culture. Indian culture we learned Buddhism is as a sign of Indian flag also. You know about Dharmashoka Chakra. Yeah, it is based on Buddha's teachings. And as a Sri Lankan Buddhist monk, we have a great historical relationship. You know, the great King Dharmashoka's sons, great Arahat Mahinda Thera, he has arrived Sri Lanka from India. Because of that, Sri Lanka also a Buddhist country. Then we learned because of this journey, there are main parts of Buddhism nowadays, Hinayana or Theravada and Mahayana. But this journey, we didn't share any kind of those facts. There is only humanity. Humanity is our journey main which I taught.
So this is my first time in India, and the first impression India for me is it is a very diverse country, and it is amazing to mention that the Indian community is quite have a big acceptance to all multiple religion. Yes, so I'm very touched to see this harmony community.
So when I first know about this trip, I'm very excited because we have the chance to visit all the Buddhist prominent sites like Bodh Gaya, Sanat, Nalanda. So these are the places that we have been studied in the books. And now eventually we have the chance to come here, to feel it, to see it for ourselves. So I'm very touched, especially when I was in Bodh Gaya, paying respect to the Buddha at the temple. Yeah, this really touched me. It's like I'm telling the Buddha, I'm here, Buddha.
For me, I'm really touched with what I've been visiting the Buddhist heritage, how many thousand years ago, not just teaching of Gautama Buddha is preserved, but also the heritage that we got to visit. So it's really amazing, and I really appreciate what the effort have been preserved by the generations, especially what we have been taught about the Indian knowledge system, and it's been wonderful. And we hope we have the chance to get to know more about it and learn more about it. Yeah, thank you.
Can you please tell us about your journey over here?
We have a lot of the learning, yes, from the sacred place of Buddha. So many places that we visited, like especially in the Bodh Gaya, Sarnath, and Najakuna Konda, and Ajanta Cave, and so many places that we visited. It is amazing and wonderful. Not only the learn from the culture, we also share our culture, Cambodia Buddhism, to our friends also. That is like wonderful and great opportunity for us to visit here. CCR.
So, a good question, and I want to share my experience during 10 days in India. It is wonderful and it is very nice. I can conclude that it is the land of the Buddha, the land of enlightenment, the land of the rich culture, the land of democracy, because many ethnic culture or different people with different culture, they can live together. In other country, it is too hard to live, but India can. So that's why I admire the people of India. They can unite under one umbrella. The message of the Buddha, the message of other religion to bring peace together, not fight together. It is very important to the situation now. It is very interesting for myself that I see the new culture, new place with a good people that they can share their knowledge to the world, because it is the land of philosophers that they share around the world. And Cambodian got that idea also, especially we are following the Buddhism. 95% are the Buddhism, and it is included in our constitution. Buddhism is a state religion. That's why it is very important that we are part of in the program, so we can learn new things, we can learn new idea, new culture. So when I come back, it is very important for me to bring the new idea to develop the message of the peace in Cambodia, because we used to across the civil war, the invasion from the surrounding country, but only the win-win policy that is issued by our Prime Minister, we can salute all the problems that happen in Cambodia, because the message of the Buddha, sit to talk, sit to dialogue with the meaningful message that we got from the Buddha. That's why it is very important for Cambodian people to pilgrimage here. And we are so happy because this year, Cambodia will be host the Tibetan chanting in Bodh Gaya. That's why we can say that we can contribute to the development of the Buddhism, not only in India or in around the world, but especially in Cambodia, because we are holding the Buddhism. And not only the Buddhism, Indian culture like the Hinduism also, we practice the same together. Because we have many temple, big temple, like Angkor Wat temple, we dedicate to the Hinduism. That's why we can share the same culture with India. It is very nice. Thank you very much.
As part of the Buddha Bhoomi Vandan Yatra, organized by the ICCR from October 25 to November 3, these 23 young Buddhist scholars from 11 different countries, Sri Lanka, Taiwan, Malaysia, Laos, Cambodia, Japan, Bhutan, South Korea, Nepal, Thailand, and Vietnam, traveled across India. The purpose of this educational and cultural tour was to advance intercultural understanding and make it easier to learn about India's rich Buddhist history. Some 13 countries were represented in this yatra by 23 delegates. These delegates have now understood how Government of India is trying to spread the message of Buddha to the younger generation of different countries. This event is historically very important. Most of these delegates were happy that ICCR was able to provide this opportunity to them.
It's happening for the first time. This is one of the pioneering effort of ICCR. And as I said, some 13 countries were represented in this yatra by 23 delegates who came from countries like Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Japan, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, so on and so forth. And they have now understood how Government of India is trying to spread the message of Buddha, take it only not to the other countries but also to the younger generation from different countries, from different continents as well. And therefore this is historically a very important program.
So, did they share their sentiments after?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they are doing it right now in a feedback session, but most of them are very happy that ICCR was able to provide this opportunity to them, and they would like to work more vigorously for deepening the understanding of the message of Buddha.
Are the ICCR planning to do it in future also in the coming year?
Yes, of course. I mean, we will be reviewing the performance of this particular program and then we will take a call.
The young scholars visited the archaeological museum and monasteries of Bodh Gaya on October 26. They went on to visit the 2010 founded Nalanda University and the Nalanda monuments. They also visited the Chaukhambi Stupa, Sarnath Museum and Mulgand Kuti. Finally, on November 2, they came to an end at the UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Ajanta Caves. These scholars told Organiser how mesmerizing their whole experience was. It was the first time for most of them, and they can't wait to come back again. Thanks for watching.